The drive will start with Arian Foster. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play it.
And he loses the football a second time. No, not a good sign here. He is still down on the field. And he's obviously an integral part of this offense. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. After the interception, here's Tannehill. It's caught. Cameron left side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Forced out to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
On second down, here's Tannehill. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Arian Foster out of the backfield, and it's 3rd down.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
So on now is the Miami punter, Matt Darr, to kick this one away. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. With it is Brown. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here. 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. Now a play fake here on first down. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. After the penalty, it's Bell. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a pickup of a yard there. That won't help too much. They're left with a third and forever now. On third down, here's Bell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Miami after this. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now Landry. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Kenny Stills had the lone touchdown for the Dolphins in that loss to the Bengals, but he got his money's worth, 74-yarder.
And they came right out of the gate roaring, didn't they? And no pun intended to Cincinnati because they are the Bengals, of course. But, you know, big play, 74 yards. It looked like Miami was in business for the night, and then the Bengals defense clamped down.
Tannehill on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
2nd and 10. Tannehill once more. And oh, what a catch that time by Landry. And that one results in 35 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that support.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jarvis Landry from 10 yards out, and the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
That drive was quick and impressive, almost like they had somewhere else they needed to be after the game.
Franks to add the PAT. just yanked that one well to the left, and no good. Franks now on to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's James. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now out come the Steelers. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. If something you and I were mentioning before the game worth discussing, Julio Jones had that 300-yard game this past weekend for Atlanta, only the 6th time in NFL history. There's been over 15,000 games played in NFL history.
That really puts it in perspective, doesn't it? Because to put up those kind of numbers, especially against a defense as skilled as Carolina's, Julio Jones is one of the best in the game.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
They had big problems getting the play out, obviously. This will be a delay. They'll fake the give to Williams. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to take another shot here. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Take it at the 37. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Foster alone in the backfield. Tannehill backing up to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. A good pickup there at 22. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Tannehill now to throw. Going back to Landry. This time he's got him complete. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard. And quickly they get to the line. Off play action, Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Taking it right down Broadway. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. So now here come the Dolphins. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. The final shot here before the break. Tannehill, he's got time. Going deep here for Landry. That's caught at the 25. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big pickup there on the run. 35 yards. They come up in an offset eye.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. After the interception, here's Tannehill. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Give him 30 yards there. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And tough starting field position here. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's... brought down. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Survey, and my goodness, another interception. It's picked off by Jelani Jenkins. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. When the Dolphins getting set to go here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They go back to the air here after the INT. And his throw is incomplete.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That give them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Foster alone in the backfield. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
me they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Now they'll try to sweep with Bell. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. On third down, Roethlisberger. And now here's another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
Yeah, that's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
On first down, Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. So they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And, you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Third and long, it's Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And that brings up fourth down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play, that's going to hurt.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it go again. He's got it at the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Sammy Coates, 62 yards. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Roethlisberger looking to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards on the pickup, and that's good for a Miami 1st down. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. With a little break here, looking down at the Week 5 NFL ledger, I'm really looking forward to that Giants-Packers game Sunday night.
That's just one of those traditional matchups in the NFL. They used to play for championships back in the good old days.
Yeah, we also have Tom Brady coming back, and he'll be visiting Cleveland.
Yeah, that's going to be a big one, but what about Carson Wentz? They're still calling it Wentzylvania, and he's got a big matchup going to Detroit.
2nd down following the incompletion. Tannehill. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Shamarko Thomas. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
It got his man complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Martavis Bryant, 55 yards. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. On 2nd down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The fumble, but they're able to maintain possession. Now it's 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Going deep here for Stills. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now Tannehill, he's going to try and go deep again. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, 85 yards. And the Dolphins... are once again going to retake the lead. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Tannehill looking to throw. Steps away to his left. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Franks now on to kick it away after the touchdown. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Yeah, the play clock running down, so Mike Tomlin burns a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left. And now here's another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to have the football back as the third quarter comes to an end. They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Tannehill now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders in the world that you're trying to throw the...
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game. 17
yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They come up in an offset eye. Now Roethlisberger. And incomplete here on 3rd down. He was trying to get it to D'Angelo Williams, and it brings up 4th down.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Ndamukong Suh able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. First down carry for Foster. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill finding time. Now he'll escape to his right. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. And they're going to speed things up here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. On second down, here's Tannehill. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Here's Tannehill. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. 46 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. Room here to run. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, a 22. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And they're going to go soft on the corners. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just dropped to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
They definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They come out here in the eye. Now Bell. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell with time running out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we may very well be headed to overtime. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Tannehill. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Now it's Tannehill. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to look deep now for Landry. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Nothing between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. Here's Roethlisberger. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly Just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. They come out here in the eye. A give to Bell. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way down to the 9. A huge play there in overtime. And even 50 yards. So the first drive here in OT and a huge run sets them up beautifully.
Remember those days where now you just run out the field goal unit and go ahead and kick it and win the game? Can't do that anymore. But what a great setup to get him in this position.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces.